Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Rising Spivey Show. I'm your host, Chanel Spivey. I have a wonderful show coming up for you. Now, we have Diverse Gems in the building. They are a nonprofit group filled with amazing women. They're going to tell us about how they got started and some wonderful events they're doing in the community. And then I have Duane Cheers. He is an entrepreneur with a successful business, Movie Solutions. I also have the Lifestyle Entertainment Report. Let's get right on into it. Welcome to the Rising Spivey Show. My first guest is Duane Cheers. He is an entrepreneur that is doing amazing things. He's going to share with us the wonderful company that he has going on and how he got there. We had an awesome conversation. I want you to talk about those things too. Introduce yourself.
Duane Cheers. I'm the founder and CEO of Movie Solution LLC, which is a DVD vending machine company. I founded it at Morgan State University in 2007. And we got some big things coming to the DC area coming up this fall.
Okay, and so Movie Solutions is sort of like Redbox, right?
It's similar to Redbox, except for we have DVDs, video games, and coming soon CDs. So it's more of the lines of like a complete entertainment vending machine, and that's the path that I'm really going down. Is to have a complete entertainment store inside of a vending machine.
Okay, and these are going to very soon be found in metros.
Yes, DC subway system. We will start off with 10 stations inside of the DC, 1 in Virginia and 3 in Maryland.
Okay, yeah. So you shared with me, you did the work, you did the legwork, you submitted your proposal, God answered your prayers, and it made it happen. I was very inspired by that.
Yeah, it was a blessing. I came up with the whole concept about a year ago. It was last June. I was on the phone talking to one of my closest friends, and every single day I'm on the subway, and I was just thinking about like new places we could put these like kiosk machines. And being on the subway every single day, one day it just hit me. I was like, wow, if we could place them inside of this subway system right next to the like fare cards, it could be huge. So then I did a lot of research, did a lot of praying, a lot of working hard, and I just started to like call Metro every single day, send them like information, and at first they didn't give me any response. It took about 3 months, and then one day they called me back and they said, hey, we got all your paperwork, information, proposal that you sent us. It looks lovely. We're gonna come out for a bid because it's a public company. It's not private, so anytime it's public, they have to come out with a bid. And they came out with the bid in October. We worked very hard on it, and we won it in June. So it took like a year for everything to get done, and everything's coming together right now.
Wow, so you submitted it in about October?
I submitted it, no, it came out October 14th is when the bid was actually out. I submitted it on December 19th. Then we won the contract on June 29th was when the board said yes to it. Did
you have a party?
No.
Was Angela partying, jumping up?
No. Angela,
because I would have been like, yeah. I would have been.
Angela is the.
That's big though. Oh my gosh.
She is the backbone of the whole plan, operation, everything. So we haven't partied yet or anything because we know that all the real work has really started. We had a toast. Congratulations, but this is when everything really starts now. Like this is when we really have to get our hands dirty. So we actually just got the official contract September 14th. So it just came in the mail. So right now we have lawyers looking over it, accountants looking over the contract. I'm looking over it. Angela's looking over it. My other 2 business partners who are really in it with me, they're looking over it. So we're really in the middle of doing all the hard work right now. So I mean, it's a blessing.
How did you know how to do a proposal? Because that's big. I'm trying to submit proposals and get my business together. How did you know how to do that? Did you have to?
I didn't know how to do it. To be honest, I just researched. There's a quote that W.E.B. Du Bois says that if you want to hide something from a black person, put it inside of a book. So I did a lot of reading on how to write a proposal. Because I mean, everything is on the internet. I mean, this is 2010. We have something called the World Wide Web.
Right.
So everything's there. So I mean, just a lot of research and just figuring out how do you write it. And then also, you know, you can look at old, you know, proposals that people have put out. So I mean, once you get this format of it, then you know you can pretty much do anything. So,
right. And it came to you. That's good.
It was a blessing. I just thank everyone who's just said one prayer for me. I mean, because it's been a rough road. You know what I mean? Like we had to raise money, $200,000. We got told no by 18 different banks. You know, 18 different banks. We had investors at the last minute pull their money out, and you know, I didn't have any time to get upset or to whine or anything. You know, I had 5 minutes to be mad. But during that time was really just praying.
I know
and say, hey,
you just said something right there. When I myself keep going, that is something serious, because sometimes even in this process in the studio, there is always gonna. What I have learned is there's always gonna be a hurdle. I need to be running like I know it's coming.
Right.
That's what I decided. You're
Keep
absolutely
foot on the
right.
gas pedal at all times. You know, like our foot never goes off the gas pedal, never at all. I mean, and even now, now I'm getting called back from other transits who at first wouldn't listen to anything I had to say. Like, who is Movie Solution? It's a brand new company, because a lot of times companies don't want to take that first risk. And you know, so now it's like I'm getting calls from New York, you know, San Francisco.
Because they're seeing with
because of that one reference that I can say that, you know, the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, you know, we are now partnering with them. Which is
the first, second, third
largest?
That
is the second busiest transit system in the whole, you know, America. So it was a blessing. Like, that's all I can say.
Me and you were speaking before about kids and their aspirations to be rappers and entertainers and so forth. And you were saying that the likelihood of them becoming successful business owners themselves is they have a greater chance, but they're not always inspired to do so. That's why I'm hoping somebody is watching this saying, like, the brother went to the library, he learned how to do a proposal.
I mean, this is my whole thing, and I say this all the time, and I said it to you one time, and I'm gonna say it again. We aspire to be athletes and entertainers. You know, for like some reason, that's what our community loves to do, and it's because of this whole facade of like money. So I'll say this: in 2001, no, I'm sorry, 2003, you had this great basketball player who signed a $90 million contract. LeBron James, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so everyone was going crazy. $90 million. So my quote is that if Phil Knight can pay LeBron James $90 million just to market his product, how much money do you think Phil Knight has, who is the CEO of Nike? He has way more money than LeBron. And I'm the biggest basketball fan. I'm the biggest rap fan. Like, I love Jay-Z. I mean, I love them all, you know. But entrepreneurship, like, and even they say it. If you read any of their, like, latest articles, they say that they make the most of their money within entrepreneurship. They don't make it within rapping. So if they tell you this, then why? It's like there's nothing wrong with your aim. You just need to switch up the target. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you have to do is, like, don't think that you can only become just an athlete or some type of, like, entertainer. Like, you have a far greater chance of becoming a successful entrepreneur. There isn't a single entertainer or athlete on the top 50 Forbes 100 list. I mean, they're not on there. If you talk about billionaires inside of America, there's no athletes. There's no entertainers. You know, 1, 2, and 3. You have Carlos Slim, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. You know, like, there's no successful businessmen.
Entrepreneurship. Well, you know, and I think that's a great point. I think that our youth are really mesmerized by glitz and glam and the idea or the look of having shiny things and money, but not necessarily the legwork that, like, because you said something important, that is serious. In my journey in doing this, like, I had to submit a proposal to come here, and I had to wait on the board of directors to approve me, and then I had to, and it's ongoing since. And I'm at the library every single chance I can get, because the business behind, like, this is easy. I can do that. I can talk to you all day long like this. But there's the business behind it and the planning and the legwork behind it. Like, you put in something and you had to pray on it for a year. Like, people should really understand that you can get anything, but you're gonna have to be dedicated.
It's gonna take hard work.
And see it all the way through.
Yeah, and I think that's the one thing that I want everyone just to realize is that, you know, you have to put the work in. I don't believe in anything called overnight sensation. I mean, I think that's a phrase that people use so often. Like, you don't ever see what went on in the back end.
Right.
Like, I'm sitting there talking to you. Like, to me, this is like phenomenal. That you have come up with your own show, and I got the chance to be in the background and see how you really working and like how you take care of business. And people never see like what we really go through on the back end. Like, business is stressful. There's many nights where I'm not sleeping, because I'm up figuring out, what's the next move, because I have to figure out what's next. I have to keep moving, so.
It never stops.
No, it never stops, but people have to put the work in, it takes time. It doesn't happen in 4 months or 6 months, or, it takes time, and however long it takes, just keep putting stars, keep going.
And keep going. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. I appreciate it. Shout out to Miss Angela for linking us up, and I wish you much success getting New York, then get California, and then when my DVDs come out, I'm gonna be putting them up in there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're going to the top. Nothing gonna stop it. We're just gonna pray, believe, and work hard. That's what I say. Pray,
and
believe,
that's
and work
it.
hard.
Pray, believe, and work hard. Okay, we'll be back in a moment.
Hey young world, this is Brian Hampton, a representation of the Lifestyle Entertainment, twitter.com, the Lifestyle ENT, follow it. And I'm bringing this week's Lifestyle Entertainment Report. In recent news, T.I. and his wife Tiny were arrested for having ecstasy, marijuana, weed on Sunset Boulevard. Now, not about to join in kicking a man while he's down, because he's one of the most authentic artists in rap. But honestly, Sunset Boulevard, really? It's like trying that on Constitution Avenue in D.C. And he's had numerous chances with the law. You would think one of those times he would say, hey, I'm not invincible, I'm young, black, and rich. I might want to smoke in my own house. But who am I? The more important thing is, what's up with rappers and ecstasy? I mean, popping pills, really? I didn't think that was the hip-hop drug of choice. He had codeine in the system as well. Hello, this Kill Pimp C, an artist you look up to, amongst others that's died, from syrup. Everyone or some people need advice, I get it. Have a drink, smoke a cigar. Soulja Boy was suspected of cocaine. Faith Evans was caught with cocaine again. I thought that was a drug of the 80s. I mean, stardom is a hard place to be. I don't envy that position, definitely not. But I know they have a lot on their shoulders as well. But you need to start valuing the help around them.
No drugging.
An artist this week I want to highlight is Los from Baltimore, Maryland. I heard this brother in church freestyling actually at Morgan years ago when he was we just got signed to Bad Boy. And both of them were the truth. It was definitely a good battle. He has a mixtape out now called Zero Gravity, which is really out of this world. He received his fame to this date from his remix of A Milli, which a lot of hip-hop heads thought that it was the best verse. And that's saying a lot. Jay-Z, Duane, and countless others covered that track. Zero Gravity can be downloaded at livemixtapes.com. Some of my favorites on there are single Never Landing, Unthinkable Remix, and Angel. New mixtape Shooter is coming out October 11th. He has one of the meanest flows in wordplay in rap, and he now has the consciousness to follow, so he's definitely easily one of the best rappers out now, easily. It's always wild to me how some of the most underrated artists don't have the major deals, and how some of the artists that should have never got a deal or like on their third album or something. But talent will always last, and gimmick rap will fade away. And it's not just rap music. In general, I think if Raheem DeVaughn came out in the 90s, he would be bigger than Trey Songz right now. That's nothing against Trey Songz, he has talent too, he's not a gimmick artist, but Raheem's content is second to none. It's like if artists like the Fugees came out in the 2000s, their album would be shelved like Lupe Fiasco's is, and who knows when that's going to come out. And music is slowly reviving itself though. Kanye and others, they give us hope. But I think piracy was the best thing that could have happened to the music industry, because now every one CD you can get for free. And so if you really want to support the artist, you're going to go to the stores and buy it. It weeds out the artists that, really just making hits to make sales. But definitely support Los. We need to support our real artists, the ones who need exposure. Live your dreams or don't live at all. This is Lifestyle Entertainment Report.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. I have some wonderful ladies with me in the studio. Diverse Gems is here to share with me about their nonprofit and the wonderful things they're doing in the community. They have a couple of events going down very soon. Let me first let them introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Kwalamia Hall, President and CEO of Diverse Gems.
Hi, my name is Melissa Moore. I am the Administrative Assistant for Diverse Gems.
Hi, my name is Tara Hodnett. I'm the Public Relations Director for Diverse Gems.
My name is Sean Diggs. I am the hostess for Diverse Gems.
Shaquita Young. I'm the counselor/secretary for Diverse Gems.
Thank you, ladies, for being here. Again, you can warm up. Don't laugh too loud. Okay, we're going to do this. We've had some extreme, you know I keep it real when I'm here. We've had some extreme technical difficulties. Thank you to everybody that's been in the studio working with me. Please share with me what's going on. What do you all have coming up?
The next thing that we have going on is a sexual health workshop. And it's titled Choices and Chances. And the reason we titled it Choices and Chances is because it gives towards the youth. And we just want to bring attention to the choices that they make while growing up, because I know they have a lot of chances to do so. But basically, in today's society, it's very important to remember that it takes a village to raise a child, because there's so many single family households, parent households, and a lot of youth are forgotten. So we just want to bring attention to that.
That's good. That's one of my biggest beefs right now. Well, not beefs right now, but that's one of my passions, is explaining and letting people know the seriousness of children having children. I was pregnant at 19 years old. My life was affected by it tremendously. I never finished school. That's not an excuse. I'm working on that. But please, still, people will go through that, and folks be having babies like that's cute. Like they don't be seeing how hard it is. So yes, we need to be more aware of what we do and who we're doing it with, and protecting ourselves while we're doing it, right?
That's right.
So, and then y'all got some more things going on, right? Or actually, tell us about, me and my daughter actually went to one of you all's events with the fellas a couple weeks ago.
It was a community day. It was actually more so to bring awareness to children in the community. Like I said, a lot of it has to do with just people not being able to get out and do things. So we wanted to bring something free to do for the family. We had moon bounces, and we gave out school supplies. It was right before school started, so it was a good thing for family oriented.
We had a good time. My daughter went and burned a whole bunch of energy.
So did mine the whole time, and you couldn't even tell because there was so many things to do.
We had a good time. So ladies, how did you get started? Someone tell me. Y'all don't act like y'all shy, because I was back there and everybody was smiling. There was all this stuff going on. So tell me, how did this start? How did Diverse Gems come to be?
Okay. Because it is my baby. So basically, I just had a vision. I came from a family of 7, and we only had one parent. And we were always, I guess my mom made just enough money to take care of us. She was in that middle. She didn't make enough so we can have extra things, support from the government. But she didn't make enough to really support us. We had to, take ourselves through school and all of that. So I just had this vision, if we can all get together as a unit and help each other, then we can eliminate a lot of the things that we go through as far as just working to make ends meet, and we can get resources within ourselves. We have them, but the world is created to divide each other.
Right.
So we're trying to counter that.
Right. In the middle class, it's not as easy, like you said. I know all about that. They want to, for me to get some help, I basically need to be doing nothing.
That's true. Right.
We didn't try at all. We get as much money as we put into this system, and I pay my taxes. And ever since I've been 16, been working something serious, but they're not going to help us with the house. But that's okay. We going to make it. Yeah. So, and tell me about how you all experience with Diverse Gems and how wonderful it is. Go ahead.
I guess I'll go next. When Kwalamia told me about Diverse Gems, how she wanted to start, I'm the youngest, I have to say that. I'm the youngest. I'm 20 years old. And I noticed I never had the awareness of birth control and condoms and stuff like that. My mom never told me about it until I had to learn on my own. So I want to basically help the people that are my age, get them aware. They'll listen to me, they won't listen to nobody else. I want them to be aware of condoms, STDs, HIV, pregnancy, because a lot of my friends have kids, and I see how hard it is for them, and I don't want to go down that road at all. I don't want to have to go through that. It's too hard.
That's good, and you're right. I think the youth can inspire the youth a little bit more because, like, my parents didn't have as much as influence over me as my cousins did, as my even some of my younger aunts and uncles did. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. We need to go to some schools or something and let these kids know you need to cut that Trey songs off. Because the neighbors don't need to know your name. Boy, you don't know.
I swear for Lord. I guess for me, I'll speak next. For me, I have a huge family. I mean, a huge family on my mom's side, but I'm not really close to them. And so growing up, my dad tried to keep me away from everything they did. I was the oldest at 22 to get pregnant and have a baby in my whole family, the oldest. And when I got pregnant, I was 3 weeks behind one of my cousins. She was 15. We had our babies 3 weeks apart, and they applauded her. I was in college. I had finished my first degree at 22. I was working on my master's, pregnant, and I mean, for me, it was like, oh my God, my world is over. I don't know what to do. But they were like, well, what you wait so long for? And I'm like, this is not cute,
really?
You know, in no way. And for me, like, I was excited about Diverse Gems when I heard about it, because me and Kwame grew up. We were neighbors, so we grew up all our lives together. And I sing, so I travel the world. And majority of my friends, majority of my friends are homosexual. Like when you're traveling on the road, I do opera music, and so a lot of my friends are homosexual. Like, well, a lot of the people I hung with were homosexuals, or they were male or females. And I watched a lot of my friends in college struggle from HIV and develop into full-blown AIDS. So I have so many friends living with AIDS. Really? And so I have a lot of friends. And for the sexual workshop, actually he's a dear friend of mine, a phenomenal singer, artist, everything, and he's actually became an ordained minister. He was going to come out and speak for us. He's been living with full-blown AIDS for about 11 years. He still went to college. He graduated. I watched him go through his whole process from beginning to end. When he first found out he had HIV, so he actually found out it was full-blown AIDS, to losing hair, losing weight, losing his teeth, everything. And then all of my other friends started being comfortable enough to say, I have HIV, I have AIDS, I have this, I have that. And it was like so terrifying for me, because I'm like, I got pregnant. Obviously, mistakes happen, but it wasn't necessarily a mistake because I knew what I was doing. You know, for me, but it scared me. And for me, I was scared to go to the doctor. So when my daughter was born, I was like, I'm not going to the doctor. I wouldn't go for years. Like, I mean, my daughter is 5, and it took me until she was 3 to actually go to the doctor to get checked out, to get tested. And so it was a big thing for me. I was like, I need to get out, spread awareness to the rest of my friends, and say, you know, put a face to the situations. A lot of people think that you have AIDS, your life is over, or you have this STD, your life is over. So it's more so for me to put a face to it and say, hi, this is my life, you know, this is what I have to deal with. However, I can still live and I can still have a productive life. So I was really excited to be a part of it, and then to have a big family, because I graduated college, I got my master's, I did this, I did that, and so now my family actually shunned me, and they're like, well, you think you're this. And so for me, Diverse Gems is my family. So like, I was really excited, like, oh my God, I got a family, I got this, you know, I'm excited. So yeah.
I believe
So yes, that's me.
Well, that's cool, and I never can imagine. I don't think I know anybody that has AIDS.
You may not think.
Right. That's why I said think.
And that's why
a lot of people.
I'm mad I forgot to say this. But the reason why how I came up with the name Diverse Gems. First of all, GEMS is an acronym. It stands for growth, encouragement, mentoring, and success. And that's basic. That's like the basis of everything we do. Like LaShawn said, we don't want people to think that, oh, I'm scared to get tested because if I do, I'm afraid of the truth. I'm not going to have a life anymore. No, you can still live with it. But if you don't know, you're going to continue to pass it on. And that's what makes this cycle continue. We're trying to stop that. You know, if you already have it, okay, you can't go back. You know, it may not be a cure, but at least you know you can get on medication and have a long, you know, healthy, productive life. And that's what we want to get out.
So at the workshop, what can people expect? They're going to come, they're going to be able to get tested perhaps? Or
we're trying to get something out now. That's like the last thing we're working on, to see if we can get like a, you know, medevac outside to get them to do that. They can receive samples of birth control, different information. We have priority partners coming out to give information on insurance for some young females and males. That's their excuse. I don't have insurance, you know, but we're going to do that, and plus we're going to give out samples of condoms, male and female, and show them how to use them.
And why are you so quiet on this? No, you're not going to talk? These ladies are not shy. I heard them back there. Clowning. You're the counselor. Counsel me, because I'm going through some things.
Oh, honey child.
Honey child.
No, but tell me about yourselves. Tell me more about yourselves now. I mean, we're gonna. What date? When is this? October.
Oh, it's October 24th, and it's at Howard Duckett Community Center in Laurel.
Okay, and I will have their website in the credits. But I really think these ladies will come. We're gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you all being here. I will definitely be at your event, and I will let as many people as possible know that they need to be there because I want to know more too.
It's going to be 13 and up. Okay. So we're going to have a waiver form, but we definitely want the youth, male and female, not just females. We need our young men to come out here too to learn about their sexual health.
I can dig it. Diverse Gems, doing amazing things. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so I have my daughter, Kenzie Spivey, with me on the set. Say hey.
Hey, y'all.
Kenzie had a birthday recently. How old are you?
6 years old.
And Kenzie had been begging me and talking about a violin all summer long. She wanted to get a violin. What made you want to get a violin?
A violin was special to me. I just wanted it for like a reason because it's like, I just wanted it. It was like special to me.
Okay,
like
cool. That. That's good. When you got what you wanted, you were surprised?
Yes, I was surprised. You got it. I was like, at this time I'm finally getting a violin. So I'm like, finally.
So Kenzie has dedicated, she told me that she will practice every day. How long? 4 times a week, rather, for 30 days. No, four times a week for 30 minutes. Yes, and she's been practicing every day. Can I see a little bit of what you've been practicing? And you hold it the right way, like your teacher taught you. She had one lesson. Yeah, practice 8 counts of the first one. Well, try. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1.
Well, you did good. Well, that is Kenzie's first solo selection right here on the Rising Spivey Show. Go crazy. Let me see something. Goodbye. I wouldn't mind someone to hold me. Yeah. Out on the road alone, but not lonely. I'm cool with flying solo, wouldn't mind someone to hold me. I know why God has placed me here, I'm focused on my mission. Taking a break for romance seems to be the best decision. Nah, something is missing. Nah, maybe I'm tripping. Every time I give my heart, I find myself slipping. Won't happen again. Taking a break from men, I gotta save the future. Forget a boyfriend. My biggest distraction has always been them. I gotta focus right now if I'm ever gonna win. Looking at the stars tonight, I'm in love with my dreams. I'm focused on the sky. Why? Cause I believe I'm here to save the world, make it a better place. I got so much going on, I think it's time I clean my plate. Can't start from the gate, can't go back in time. I just